Hi, my name is Rose. When I was 10, I found out that the woman I called Mom was actually my aunt. My biological mother had given me to her as an act of charity, since my aunt couldn't have children and my mom already had 3. Ever since then, I haven't stopped wondering, was I an act of kindness or just an act of neglect? People always said I had a unique look, olive skin, this odd shade of green eyes. I started wearing glasses at 6, so maybe that ruined the effect. Doesn't matter. Let me just tell you up front, my life wasn't some wild adventure. Just me, drifting through school with a weirdly decent sense of humor, and a family situation no one could explain in one sentence. Now, my dad, God bless his midlife crisis, decided he wanted to be the next Steve Irwin. Not in a cute, let's volunteer at the zoo kind of way, but full-blown obsessed. Animal documentaries, snake facts at dinner, backyard traps to train my instincts. By the time I was 7, I could name more venomous reptiles than I could types of candy, which, honestly, explains a lot. So, when Christmas rolled around, I didn't ask for Barbies or ponies or whatever other kids were crying about. I had one very specific, very non-negotiable wish. A snake. A real one. A snake? Absolutely not. But not just any snake. He's educational. So is watching a nature show. Why don't you print out a picture and hang it on your wall? His name is Venno. I already made a tank out of the rice cooker box. I'm not feeding it, I'm not touching it. And if it escapes, you're sleeping outside. I was that weird kid in school, obsessed with snakes, reptiles, and obscure animal facts. So no, I didn't have many friends. And honestly, I was fine with that. Apparently, not everyone else was. So, as you both know, Rose is different, and I think we should work together to help her make some friends. Well, you're saying it like there's something wrong with my daughter. Maybe all her classmates are just weird and stupid, and she doesn't want to be their friend. Honey. Mrs. McGill, I understand your frustration, but your daughter brought a snake to school, and she threw it at another student. Do you understand how dangerous that is? She threw it at Jessica, the little bully brat you should have suspended years ago? But no, let's go after the quiet, weird kid who minds her business and likes snakes. Look, I get what you're saying. I do. But this is our daughter. She'll stay like this until she grows out of it, hopefully. So please, don't call us in for these Dr. Phil meetings again. Come on, honey. That night, I did the only logical thing a lonely, misunderstood 11-year-old could do. I sneaked out to get a tattoo of Venno. But the guy at the shop called my parents before the needle even touched my skin. And yes, I got an earful the entire way home. Things stayed the same until I turned 17. And then, everything changed. I stumbled across this online ad for something called the Reptile Lovers Retreat. It was this once-a-year, deep-in-the-jungle kind of event. A snake-nerd paradise where people from all over the world camped out and swapped stories about their pet snakes and lizards. Next thing I knew, I was on a private jet for the first time in my life. Turns out, the whole retreat was organized by Matthew, a teenage billionaire with a thing for snakes, drama, and 5-star everything. He was the kind of guy who could throw a party mid-air like it was just another Saturday, and somehow make everyone feel like they belonged there. Nice tattoo. Thanks, bro. Cut it last week. Finally. Been trying to get it for years. You look familiar. Have we met before? Oh, come on. Are guys still using that line? Is that, like, still a thing? What? You've been eyeing me since the party started. Well, yeah, you looked familiar. Ah, see? Classic move. Old but gold. Hey, but what's so funny? Jessica? What the heck are you doing here? Existing? I'm here on a trip with my boyfriend. I'm not some weirdo snake girl who flies across the world just to hang out with reptiles. Take it easy, babe. Anyway, nice to meet you, Roser. Roser? She means loser. But yeah, that's me. I barely had time to process what was happening before the world tilted sideways. Like, literally, we were falling fast. Then, crash, everything went black. Where am I? The world around me was buzzing, but somehow, we all survived. We were bruised, shaken, and freaked out for sure, but no one was seriously hurt. Just a lot of stunned faces and a growing sense that we were officially in the middle of nowhere. My vision was a blur without my glasses, but I tried to keep my head in the game. Come on, where's the signal? I don't think there's any service out here. What do you mean no service, you stupid losers? How are we supposed to? All right, first things first, we need water. I'll look for a stream or anything nearby. Just stay here, don't panic, and for the love of snakes, don't wander off. We need to keep track of everyone and conserve energy until we know what we're dealing with. I'll come with you. Babe, it's so humid out here. You mean dangerous, yeah? Fine, I'll come with you. No way I'm letting you wander off alone with that ogre. I rolled my eyes, and the 3 of us started walking. My eyes started itching, and Matthew told me they looked red. For hours, Jessica kept making snide comments whenever she could squeeze them in, but I was too focused to give her the reaction she wanted. Oh, it's so humid. I swear I just felt a bug crawl into my shoe. Welcome to the wilderness, babe. Why are you even on this trip, Matthew? You look like someone who's never even been outside a spa. Excuse you, I'm very outdoorsy. My family made me do survival camps every summer. You know, learn grit. Apparently being bored rich means you have to earn your personality. Hey Rose, remember in 5th grade when you brought that snake to school? You were running to the bathroom and it got out of your bag and you turned around to grab it, then peed your pants? I'm sure that didn't happen. Come on, Jess. Yes, it did. I remember because it was my 12th birthday that day. Wait, why were you 12 in 5th grade? Were you held back? I saw your passport. You're older than us. She wasn't held back. Some people just start school later than others. Why are you defending her? Because she is a helpless little weirdo who will jump at any chance to be my friend. And fine, yes, I was held back. There, I said it. What now? You gonna break up with me? No, babe, I was just... Save it. I'd rather walk alone and get eaten by a wolf than spend another second with you and that snake perv. Wow! Just then, Jessica fell into a trap. A rope whipped around her ankle and yanked her up, leaving her dangling upside down midair. Help! Help! Oh, what are you two idiots doing? Oh, sorry, babe, not you. Her! Say sorry to Rose first. Matthew, listen. The fact that there's a trap here suggests there might be hunters nearby. Maybe we finally found someone. Wait, I hear footsteps. I'll be with you, Rose, after Jessica apologizes. Come on, Jess. I heard the footsteps getting closer. Fast. So I climbed up a fallen tree trunk, crawled along the branch hanging above Jessica, and started cutting the rope, bare-handed, thin with my teeth. Matthew, behind you! I looked up. A group of people stood there, dressed in what looked like traditional tribal gear. They were watching us. Their leader, a tall, stone-faced man, stepped forward. Everyone went silent. I awkwardly put the rope one last time, and Jessica fell headfirst onto the ground with a thud. Ouch! And who are these people? Are they gonna save us or eat us for dinner? They didn't speak any English, and while Matthew tried to communicate with them, I noticed their leader staring at me. Then he took a step closer, and just like that, the whole group went still. Fubuki Nina Hayami. He's looking at my snake tattoo. Then he turned to his people and said something in a language I didn't recognize. Suddenly, they bowed to me, like full-on prostrated. The leader gave a signal. 2 of them came over, lifted me onto their shoulders, and started chanting something as they carried me away. Matthew and Jessica followed in shocked silence. What are they saying? I think he said, I like the cut of your jib, kid. You got guts? We were taken to the center of the tribe, where dozens of teepees circled around in open space. The leader climbed onto a rock and gave what felt like a heartwarming speech. I mean, it sounded heartwarming. Then again, I had no idea what he was actually saying. Once again, the entire tribe bowed down. A few of them stepped forward carrying a wooden chair, decorated with ribbons and colorful fabrics. They set it down, motioned for me to sit, and then lifted it up, carrying me like I was royalty. Why are they treating her like she's their god? They do think she's their god, Jessie. All hail our goddess Rose. I looked down at all these people, delighted to have me, at Matthew's proud smile and Jessica's jealous glare. And for the first time, I didn't see myself as an act of kindness or neglect or charity. I saw myself as a gift to humanity, or maybe a god. For starters, they placed me in a decorated teepee with round-the-clock security and women assigned to care for me. They bathed me in milk, washed my hair with oils that smelled like heaven, and fed me their best food. Every evening before sunset, they paraded me through the village on my chair and set me down at the center, where people lined up to kiss my hand and touch my feet, hoping for my blessings. Matthew and Jessica were given a separate teepee, way out on the edge of the tribe. I didn't speak to them for days. I only saw them from afar, where Jessica looked visibly annoyed. I knew they wanted to be saved, to go home, to call someone, but I figured that could wait. Besides, it's not like I could communicate with the tribe very clearly anyway. The tribe leader had a habit of